I will just start. I will. I got it all set up. I will start. Coffee cheers! Starting a YouTube adventure is scary, but it can be done. Anyone can do it. I started with Snapchat. When Snapchat first came out, when it was still only 10-second videos, it broke me past the barriers of having to get over how I looked, how I sounded, all the little things that make you anxiety about like what you sound like. And then they branched out and started doing longer than 10-second videos. And everybody panicked. I thought it was a great opportunity because when I started when it was 10-second videos. And it helped me figure out that everything I needed to say, I could say in 10 seconds. And if I couldn't say it in 10 seconds, guess what? I could take another clip. Now we are so immersed in all of the tech everywhere, it seems very daunting. But even from 2018 to now, the ability to do all the editing, all the changes are just so amazing. It is so different. And yes, I know this is a fiber store and a yarn store and all the good things for fiber arts, but I wanted to talk a little bit about where I come from and what I want to bring to the fiber arts community. I can't knit or crochet very well. I have learned little bits, but realistically I have a very hard time counting. I get stuck with a 1, 2, 3 kind of problem. So if it's not just knit, knit, rib, rib, knit, knit, purl, purl, I start getting lost, which is okay. It all comes down to practice and getting used to it. However, what I really found as a passion of mine is needle felting. I love sculpture. I do love the flat painting side of it too. I am not a photorealism person, so even if I do branch out into doing the flat felting, it will still probably be very cartoony. My types of dolls and creatures are ever so cartoony because it's what I like. It's what I enjoy. I know some amazing fiber artists that can make photorealism pictures that are just phenomenal. We have a lady named Joanna, and her business is Ebb and Flow Fiber Studios. She is on that photorealism level that is just gorgeous. She has such an eye for color. I love her artwork, and I love that we get to have one of them in our shop, the Stonehenge painting that's in our shop that is wet felted and needle felted. That being said, I love teaching needle felting because I never know who I'm going to inspire. I never know who's going to really enjoy it and take off with it or mix it with beads, because my original craft that I loved was beading. And when I found needle felting when I was 18, I took off with it. I ran with it because I had done sculpty clay and it's fun and I loved it, but it's not very forgiving. Wool is so forgiving. That being said, I was able to start utilizing wool to create my creatures that I love to make. And as I go, I will be adding more and more mixed media, beads, things like that into it. This is an icicle. It's just for fun. We are a fiber art store. So in these videos, I will be highlighting our local artists that we have in the shop. Local artists around Alaska is one of my other goals that I would love to be able to do, because even if they're not in our shop, I still consider them part of our community because they are. They're Alaskans, they're creating art, And we have this beautiful place that we can live in that we are inspired by and, well, surrounded by. Especially if you live in the valley, you're totally surrounded by mountains. So as I go, I'm really excited. I will be showing yarns, I'll be showing wool, I'll be showing finished products, and just kind of taking along on this journey of fiber arts that we have been on for a long time. When I say a long time, my mom came up here into Alaska in, I believe, 73, and she has been doing fiber arts since 1993. We have had 2 other shops before this run, and they were out in Big Lake, Alaska, but they were just too far out. They weren't central enough to be able to kind of cater to everyone that's around us. In the last 5 years, we were over by the Walmart, which I know if you're not from here, you don't know where that is, but it was only maybe not even half a mile away, but it was in a hole and there was bad parking. So we had 2 parking spots and that just wasn't gonna work long term. So we got this opportunity to move over next to where the UPS store is, and that has been phenomenal. And so we've been here now, this is our 5th year that we're running into, and we're finally going online with retail sales and with consignment because we want to bring in more of our local artists. And we have started up classes in the last year. Those have been going really well. So if you want to learn something and you are in the local area, we do host live in public, kind of in public, but live in-person classes. So I'm really excited about all this, and now that we're jumping onto YouTube, we've always had the Facebook and the Instagram, but now that we're jumping into YouTube, I am so excited to be able to bring you more of what we do, because with Instagram and Facebook, it's very short. It's very much just a small window. And for those of you who have been following for a long time, I love doing the coffee cheerses, and as of recent, I've been doing all the sandwich boards, and people seem to absolutely love those. So if you have a submission for a sandwich board, comment below, because yours might be next on the board at the shop, and that would be really fun. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone who has been there and who is starting to be here, those who support us financially, those who tip us with the Ko-Fi, and I'm going to start a Patreon here soon, but I want to figure out what kind of things you guys would like to see from us and what would be a good starter. I probably will start just a base donation level for Patreon, but I really do want to make it that extra spot for the community to be able to get involved and get a little bit of extra. In the meantime, as always, coffee cheers!